Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. If you weren't aware already, let's get this up to make it look proper. Yes, this is on the radar and it is back, the transfer show, keeping you up to date with all the ins and outs at Liverpool. Looking like there might not be any more ins. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Should we wait until next season to bring in another midfielder, or should we strike whilst the iron's hot this summer? Do let me know. And of course, sad news. Sadio Mane has completed his move to Bayern Munich, as you can see from the thumbnail picture, which again, I wasn't ready for. Again, let me know in the comments if you were ready to see that or not. I certainly wasn't. Seeing Sadio Mane hold up that Bayern shirt, it pains me, if I'm honest, and it's sad to see him leaving. Of course it is. Before we get into all the outs at Liverpool, make sure that you help the Kop TV. That's right, help us by liking the video. It helps us be pushed up the algorithm. Please comment with your thoughts as well on what we're going to talk about today. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Very close to 25,000 subscribers, which, if I'm honest, is incredible. Obviously we want to get more and as we go along, but to have 25 at this stage, hopefully we can hit 25 as soon as possible, and maybe even get to 50 by next season. This time next season, who knows? But right, let's get into this one. I wanted to start off speaking about Taki Minamino, and we will get on to the best moments of Sadio Mane's 6 years at Liverpool, where he won all 6 trophies. Big up to everyone in the comments who's getting involved already. Big up to Kop TV, who's referencing the fact that yesterday on a DR video with myself and Robbie, I got called the C-Tech David Brent. So happy with that, if I'm honest. But let's talk about this man, Taki Minamino, first, and then we'll talk about Sadio Mane. As you can see here, guys, this might prove to be a bigger miss than we initially thought. Now, I was a big fan and still am a big fan of Taki Minamino. The contributions that he gave to Liverpool on the pitch in such a short amount of time really meant a lot to the fans. And of course, last season he was our top goal scorer in the League Cup and the Carabao Cup. I think he scored 7 goals in the competitions last season and 3 goals in the Prem. One of them was against Arsenal, I remember, and one was against Southampton, the team that he's pictured scoring against here. And I can't remember the other one. Let us know if you know in the comments. I think it might have been another team, like maybe lower on down in the league, but he definitely scored 3 in the Prem last season. Now, I managed to find this. I think it's from ESPN and Opta. So credit to those guys who have put this together. Now, this is interesting, guys. Let me know if you find this interesting as well, and maybe it means that we shouldn't have got rid of Taki Minamino. He has completed his move to Monaco, the Ligue 1 side, Monaco. So if you look at this, right, this is minutes per goal, and this is Premier League players in all competitions in 21-22. So this isn't necessarily Premier League stats. This is Premier League players in all comps from the season just passed. So if you look at it here, Cristiano Ronaldo, right, 38 appearances, 35 starts, which isn't bad again for a 37-year-old. But his minutes per goal was 133. Obviously, Mo Salah, 51 appearances for him in the season, 45 starts. Incredible, really, when you look at the minutes and the goals. 31 goals in all comps for Mo, 129 minutes for a goal or an assist every game. And then you look at Eddie Nketiah, who, again, really prolific, really, for Arsenal in the cup competitions last season. I think he scored 10 in all cups last season, which is, again, impressive. Been given that number 14 shirt by Arsenal now. And Riyad Mahrez, 47 appearances, 31 starts, 24 goals. I don't think that's being spoken about enough if you're a City fan, how good a season Riyad Mahrez had. 24 goals for a winger, which is really good. But then if you look at the top of the list, it is Takumi Minamino, 24 appearances across the whole season, 9 starts and 10 goals. That's a minute to goals ratio of 101 minutes. Now, guys, that is incredible. You look at Kop TV, says that's a fire return from Taki. But then you look at someone like Space Monkey, who's saying good riddance, a really balanced and contrasting opinions there, really, from both Space Monkey and Kop TV. And I think Space Monkey means good riddance because of the alleged quotes that came from Taki Minamino just this week, where he maybe wasn't too impressed by the fans' reaction to him. Potentially, who knows? But I think it's difficult to maybe interpret these quotes as fact. You know, if I'm actually honest, through reading the quotes that he was supposedly to have said, it didn't really make sense. Maybe there was a mistranslation there, but that doesn't kind of take away anything that Minamino did for Liverpool in those 2.5 years. Now, if you remember back to 2020, January specifically, we bring him in for 7 million. I think it's 7.5 million from Red Bull Salzburg. Was really impressed by his kind of stats, and he obviously scored against Liverpool for Salzburg at Anfield. You know, playing behind Erling Haaland, who's now at City. But if we look at it, he came in as a squad player. He left as a squad player. He never really broke into that first 11, which is difficult. It's almost impossible, especially at Liverpool during that Klopp era of Mane, which seems to me like it still is that Klopp era of Mane, Salah, and Firmino up top. But obviously, Mane's left, and that era is now finished in a way. But it was always going to be impossible, really, for him to break into that setup, really. And he did what he had to do. He made massive contributions from the bench, as we mentioned last season, top scorer in the League Cup and the FA Cup. He a bit of sour grapes, if I'm honest, because you don't have a contribution like that in 2 cups and not playing the final. I think maybe he was unlucky not to come on. But I've got nothing but good words to say about Taki Minamino. Listen, he came in as Liverpool's first ever Asian player, which of course definitely promoted the club out in Asia, and especially Japan, where there was people like myself and James Redmond calling him the Japanese Messi. So he got, a high praise from a lot of the fans at Liverpool. Came in just before COVID as well. We didn't really take that into account. Who knows what could have happened with Minamino's career if COVID didn't happen? Who knows? It's difficult to say, isn't it? And there's so many ifs, maybes, and buts with the whole COVID thing. But listen, he came in January 2020, massively affected by COVID, massively affected by the culture change as well, from being in Germany and obviously being Japanese as well. Had to learn the language pretty quick. But listen, in 2.5 years, he leaves Liverpool with 3 trophies. Premier League winner at Liverpool, by the way, guys. Takumi Minamino. So for me, his name is installed in that kind of all-time greats. Maybe not the greats, the legends of Liverpool, but if your name is in a squad that won the Premier League for Liverpool, then for me, I don't know about everyone else, and you can agree or disagree with me here. If your name is down on that list of squad players who won the Premier League for Liverpool, you'll always be remembered. Always. And that goes for the likes of Adam Lallana, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, even Nat Phillips won a Premier League winners medal for Liverpool. So listen, to win a Premier League winners medal and be the top scorer in 2 competitions that you won isn't bad. It really isn't bad. Big up to Space Monkey getting involved. He is definitely on the other side of the fence. Stats are bollocks. Taki wasn't up to it. Mane wanted away, so good riddance. Maybe not feeling too positive about the 2 transfers leaving Liverpool there. Big up to Ant Dicko, always involved in the chat. He says, good luck to Minamino. He was never going to start regularly for us. This is the thing. That's why he's left, goes to Liga and plays for Monaco now, which, if I'm honest, probably isn't the best move for him. If I was Taki Minamino, I would have wanted to at least stayed in the Premier League. I think if you look at maybe a Nottingham Forest, the Leeds, could he have played there? Could he have got more game time? I do think so. And if you go to Monaco, you're kind of accepting, a top 4 finish in France. But how does that get? How far does that get you these days? Not very far, in my opinion. You look at that league. You've got PSG, you've got Lyon, you've got Lille, you've got other teams as well, of course, that have won the league recently, like Lille. But then you look at someone like Monaco, who really, since that team disbanded, that 2016-17 team of Mbappe, Fabinho, Bernardo Silva, since that team kind of fell apart, they haven't really been the same. So hopefully for his own sake, Minamino can go back to France and really light it up again, become a big name, and maybe get a move to England. But then again, could you have held out for a move to Spain, to Italy, to Germany? I personally feel as if moves to a Dortmund or a Seville or a Roma or someone like that, I think would have been better for Taki. I think Monaco, you're almost semi looking to have an easy couple of years. Listen, I hope I'm proved wrong. I hope that Monaco do go on and win the league and he gets that big mood. But listen, Nick T here says, why is it got not a good move for him? He'll play and be ready for the World Cup. This is a great point, actually. So the World Cup is obviously in November, December this year. If he is consistently playing for Monaco from now up until that, then you can guarantee not only is he going to definitely start in all those games in the World Cup for Japan, he's going to probably captain the team as well. So is this a move for him where he's looking at his international career? Is it a move where he's focusing on his club career? I don't think so. By moving to Monaco, again, as I said, you're almost looking to have a couple of easy years. But if it is World Cup motivated, then of course, by all means, go there, play every game, try and score as many goals as you can from, I guess, either a number 10, a wide position, or even through the middle. Be interesting to see how he lines up for Monaco. But listen, gets a fond farewell from me. Taki doesn't really look like he cared to be in England, says Nick T. Big up to Kop Talk, close to 25k. Let's try and get that as soon as possible. And don't forget, guys, if you definitely 100% want your comment to be read out on any of the Kop TV streams, the live streams that we do, then do make sure that you send in a super chat. If you don't know about the super chats, it's a small payment that you can contribute to the Kop TV, which helps us. And trust me, it goes back into the channel, back into paying the cameraman, back into paying James, back into studio hire, new camera equipment, laptops, everything to be able to make us give you a better product when you're watching the Kop TV. So if you can, amazing. We thank you so much. If you can't, of course, it's all the same love. But a super chat does guarantee your comment to be read out. And obviously, you guys send in so many comments every live stream, so I can't read out every single one. But those super chats do guarantee it. Big up to Teasy, who's saying big up AGT. Massive respect to Taki, influential in helping us win both domestic cups. And don't forget, we hadn't won these domestic cups since the 2000s. 2006, the FA Cup, 2012, the League Cup. He also goes on to say, sad day for me as Sadio is leaving on the second anniversary of my dad's passing. He was his favourite player at the club too. You never walk alone. TZ, you know what? That's really touched me, actually. I had no idea you were going to say that. Massive condolences, massive shout out to you and your family on the second anniversary of your dad's passing. And like your dad, Sadio Mane was a lot of fans' favourite player, if I'm honest. Carragher has come out and said that Mane is his favourite Liverpool player under Klopp. James Redmond on Hot Topics the other day said Sadio Mane was his favourite player under Klopp at Liverpool. So much like those guys, your dad had great taste, TZ. So massive shout out to you and to your family on what must be a difficult anniversary of your dad's passing. So a massive shout out to you, mate. Really do hope that you have a great day and remember your dad for all the right reasons. Big up to our big up to our international viewers. Again, another thing that really does outstand me every time. It surprises me, but I guess that's what happens when your channel gets bigger. You have viewers from all over the world. So Andrew Davis watching right now from all the other side in the world, Melbourne, Australia. What time is it there, mate? I mean, thank you is all I can say for watching. Big up to you. Thank you to John Moore as well. So PK Ghost Hunters says that I'm just a bit nervous with our forward situation. We're going to lose Salah and Firmino next summer. Next summer is going to be a massive window. This is the thing, talking about midfielders coming in, we're talking about because maybe replacing those fringe players like a Taki Minamino. Looks to me, and I've been wrong on this before, it does look to me as if that is Liverpool's business done now in terms of players coming in for the rest of the window, which shuts mid-September. Now, listen, we could, of course, be surprised like we were with Jota, like with Thiago. For me, there's only one midfielder we need to buy, and that's Jude Bellingham. And if you can't buy in this summer, You have to be patient and wait till next summer. But does that mean there's an opportunity to bring in a player, a midfielder, who can cover season this season? Mane is going to a club where you're guaranteed to win the league every single season. He won't be tested. Plus, don't forget the mid-season break as well won't be ran into the ground career-wise. And don't forget, Senegal at the World Cup. Mane did send Senegal to the World Cup. He obviously won the African of Nations as well against Salah in the final. Don't forget that. And I saw an interview, his first interview today as a Bayern player. He says he's still got his house in Liverpool. He still loves the Liverpool fans. After the fans, he's the #1 supporter. One of his favourite goals for Liverpool was against Bayern, and he made a couple of jokes there as well. So listen, Sadio Mane, as a player, almost irreplaceable, but as a man, even better. What he does outside of the game, off the pitch, and Salah, if I'm honest, Salah does it as well. But what he's done for his own village in Senegal, how he's paid families to go to school, built hospitals. I mean, in someone's life, you can't really achieve more than that. To be an excellent football player, one of the best in the world, but to also supply all of that stuff outside of the pitch as well, incredible. What a man, what a player, what a legend for Liverpool Football Club. And listen, Sadio Mane is immortalised in Liverpool history. He will, without question, without doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, go down as one of Liverpool's best ever number 10s. For me, obviously, I wasn't really around in John Barnes's pomp. I've met him and spoke about the great times he had as a number 10 at Liverpool. But for me, Mane's right up there. 120 goals for Liverpool. Guys, 90 Premier League goals for Liverpool. I think he got 22 Prem goals for Southampton, which included about 3 hat-tricks in that 22 goals there for Southampton. So the numbers are incredible. I think he's in the list of the highest ever goal scorers not to ever take a penalty in the Premier League as well, up there with Emil Heskey, Les Ferdinand. So for me, Sadio Mane is an absolute Liverpool hero, a legend who will be immortalised forever. Really is forever, this guy. And whenever he comes back, he'll get the best reception. But on the other hand, when Sadio Mane has played against Liverpool for Southampton in the past, he's played 4 games against Liverpool in the past for Southampton. And guess how many goals he scored in those 4 games? 4. So every time he plays against Liverpool, he scores. So this, as you know now, I'm sure Andiko would agree with me, this is guaranteed for him to score against us in that Champions League next season when we could potentially play Bayern. So their front line of Lewandowski, Mane, Gnabry, Coman, it's unbelievable. Sané, it really is a threat. So listen, I hope he goes to Bayern and does the best that he can do, apart from if he plays Liverpool. Because as I've just said, he seems to do well whenever he plays against us. Big up to One Rovers Vlogs, who says, big up AGT, much love Teasy. That's it. Big shout out to Teasy today as well. I'm sorry if my internet's cutting out a bit. It shouldn't be. It's plugged right into the router, so there should be no excuses, if I'm honest. How is Hammers feeling? Not great, if I'm honest. If you want to see how he's feeling, go back and watch Hot Topics from 2 days ago. Hello from Denmark. Big up to you, Elias. Rico Perez, massive shout out to you. And Teasy says, much love to Klopp Talk and AGT. Thank you. Remember Jordan Rossiter? We signed him yesterday. So we actually signed Jay Spearing, which is mental. We said we wanted a midfielder, and we go out and buy Jay Spearing, a 33-year-old who hasn't played for Liverpool for about 10 years, and we'll go straight into the under-23s. What do you guys think of that, by the way? Big up to Niall Kane. Big ups to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. You know that. 10:30 p.m, mate, in Australia right now. Love the channel. Thank you. Alex, your internet's cutting up. That's a joke, if I'm honest. Good luck, Connor Bradley, as well, going on loan. More of a benefit to the academy football. Is he going out on loan? Where's he gone there, Ant Dicko? Let me know. Massive loss, says Chet. Big up to Alex. Thank you, NS Sports. Where are James and Ruby today? They are not on, unfortunately. But they will be, as always, next season. We've got a new studio which we're going to be filming in next week, so it's very exciting times for the Kop TV. Man, you seriously need to upgrade the camera you bought back in 2007. So actually, I have one of the best webcams available. It's a Logitech HD 277 or something like that. It's a 1080p camera. It's just the Wi-Fi, unfortunately, that's not great today. I think a surprise signing is coming. Now, this is it, guys. This is it. Could there be a surprise signing? As I said, we've seen it happen before with the likes of Jota. We've seen it happen with Thiago in 2020. So hopefully, we do try and get that pre-agreement with Borussia Dortmund for Jude Bellingham. Everyone's sending their condolences to James, who's obviously lost his favourite player today ever. Bradley, okay, so Conor Bradley's gone to Bolton. Interesting. That'll be a good move for him. Will you be looking to collaborate with non-Liverpool content creators in the future? Yeah, we always have done. If you go back, every single game that we play, I try and get a fan on from that team. So yeah, that's a massive thing of the Kop TV and what we always do. To finish us off, I want to run through some of your favourite Sadio Mane memories. There were shouts for Asensio coming in to replace him. I can't see that happening. But I want to know, what is your favourite Sadio Mane memory? I'll go first. For me, that goal he scored against Man City with the left foot kind of cuts across the ball, it goes into the top left corner, beats Edison at the near post. That was an incredible goal and such an important goal because that was a game that we won 4-3. But at the same time, it really stamped our authority. And don't forget, this was 2017-18, a season where we finished fourth. It wasn't the best season kind of league finish wise, but it was the season that marked a new era for Liverpool, in my opinion. 16-17 was building towards 17-18, and 18-19 wouldn't have happened without the incredible performances, the Champions League run as well in 17-18 that we had. The amount of goals that Sadio Mane scored in Europe for Liverpool is incredible, really is. I think he's up there with our top goal scorer in the Champions League of all time, very close to Stevie G. So that was my personal favourite memory. What a finish that was. So unexpected. So good as well with his right and his left foot. There really is nothing that Sadio Mane can't do on a football pitch. Right foot, left foot, headers. The amount of headers he scored for Liverpool. Unbelievable. The Watford back heel as well. I read there Neil Jones from Goal said that apparently in the mixed pressed area after that game that we beat Watford 5-0. Ben Foster was the goalkeeper and he came through laughing and said, well, we've just been managed. That's what he can do to teams. He scored a hat-trick in that game. A back heel, a right foot and a left foot, a perfect hat-trick. So I'm just so obviously upset to see him go, but happy that it happened and happy that he will go down as an absolute living, immortal legend for Liverpool in that Fab 3. Now, if you bought a Kop Fellas t-shirt or a hoodie or a sweatshirt from the Kop TV, that is now out of date because Sadio Mane is on there. But still buy it because it's rare, if anything. Smash them likes if you think Alex is sound. Thank you, and big up to you, mate. Really appreciate all your support on the channel. Big up to Ali A, who says his goal against Bayern Munich was his favourite Sadio Mane memory. Eric says, my favourite memory is him trying to mimic Firmino's spinning kick, celebrating goal against Porto. What a legend. For me, it's that Arsenal goal in the all-black jersey. What a way to show us what a player we got. The finish, the celebration, the quality he showed us, and what a way, what he did from that moment, beautiful. Let's not forget, guys, that was his first ever game for Liverpool. First ever game for Liverpool. He cuts in off the right and absolutely smashes it into the top left corner with his left foot. Again, that is the kind of goal that epitomizes what Sadio Mane is all about. The strength, the ability to go from right to left foot so quickly and easily. Unbelievable. And it only just set the tone for what we were going to see for the next 6 years from Sadio Mane. Unbelievable goal. It really was. The quality that he showed in every season, the numbers that he put on the board, the important goals home, away against City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham he scored a brace against. There really wasn't a big game where he didn't come through and shine. You look at Man City in the semi-final, what a finish where he cuts across it, finds the bottom right corner. Honestly, there are no more words to give you about how good Sadio Mane was for Liverpool. 120 goals in around 260 games. Let's not forget as well, guys, he started off on the right wing for Liverpool, moved to the left wing for Liverpool, and was incredible through the middle as well. There was nothing this guy could not do in a Liverpool shirt. I must have said it so many times, but what an immortal legend for Liverpool. And I'll never, ever forget Sadio Mane in that 10 shirt for Liverpool. More recent, but his disgusting pass to Salah. Let's not forget the assist that this guy made as well. That pass that Ant Dicko is talking about, he's looking down at the ball. It's coming in to him from an angle. He's not even looking at Salah, but he knows where the run is because that's the kind of connection that they had on and off the pitch. People thought they hated each other. What a joke that was, by the way. The ball comes in, he knows the run's there. He clips it and gives it a lot of spin to Salah, who brings it down and slots it away for our first goal against United in that 4-0 battering of United at Anfield in April. That was an incredible assist. It really was. And if you haven't seen it, you need to get onto it. The back heel against Ben Foster was insane as well. Corey Kinnair says Mane's first goal versus Arsenal was incredible. Had me jumping out my chair back in 2016. Villa, where he got us that vital 3 points. Cross from Robbo, the goal, late header as well. It was actually from a corner. So there was 2 Villa header winners. The 1920 season where Trent whips it in 92nd minute after Robbo had scored just before. He heads it right across the goalkeeper. And that wins us the game 2-1. And then, of course, last season, I think it was 88 minutes, Mane heads it down and across the goalkeeper to make us win at Villa 2-1 as well. So where do you start with the memories from this guy? It really is unbelievable, that goal against Bayern. How will Neuer react when he sees him? Who knows? So sad he didn't leave in a negative way. Best of luck to him. So sad, comma. He didn't leave in a negative way, full stop. Best of luck to him. He's a true Liverpool legend and an icon. Massive shout out to Never Walk Alone 7-3-1 for that, his debut goal. And Cuckoo is the only player who can come in and be close to replacing Sadio Mane. Now, that is a big shout. Obviously, Luis Diaz, if you look at the actual positioning, has come in to replace him on that left side. But on the right side, we're good with Salah through the middle. We're good with Darwin. And I believe on the left, we're good with Diaz as well. I do think that's our starting 3 with Firmino and Jota to come in and play. Fabio Carvalho can play in that area as well. And obviously, Origi's gone as well. So many legends leaving Liverpool, man. It gets me upset. The City volley, great finish there. As I mentioned, great shout there from a ditcher. So many comments coming in from you guys as well. Thank you so much. Big up. How Alex posting our comments. Love the style of these streams. Run up the likes for me, please. There's 93 of you here right now. I need at least 93 likes. Not good enough if it isn't. I'm sorry, guys. Mane wearing another shirt is shit. I'm sorry, says Mohammed. Yeah, you're right. Legendary Liverpool number 10, forever etched in Liverpool's glorious history. Just an absolute beast. I mean, nothing but positivity coming in here as we remember Sadio Mane's time at Liverpool. Big up to Go On Hazard. Hope you're well, mate. The key goals he scored would have left us nowhere near the quad, but he was a big reason for keeping that dream and hope alive. Also, a big mention to the Brazilian beast in goal, Alisson, of course. That assist by Salah versus Watford, such a good goal. So many times, and we've seen him in the full Bayern kit on YouTube. Very disappointing, says Angel. 1968 Abel. Who will be Liverpool's number 10? Now that Mane is left, guys, there is a big void to fill. That number 10 shirt, it weighs heavy at Liverpool. If we can go back and talk about some of the 10s, that would be great. From my own memory, I mean, I was born in 94, and I think in 94, I think John Barnes was still at the club in 94, so he probably would have been the number 10. But before that, let's take it way back to the 70s. I'm pretty sure John Toshak wore that number. I'm pretty sure, well, Kenny Dalglish was number 7. Obviously, Ian Rush was number 9, but I'm pretty sure Beardsley wore the number 10 as well, kind of through to the late or mid 90s. And then John Barnes had it. And then I'm pretty sure Michael Owen had it after John Barnes left in 96. So Owen came in 97, takes the number 10 in 98, right up until 2004 when he leaves. And then Luis Garcia. Let's have it right. Luis Garcia does the number really well as well from 2004 to 2007. Only at Liverpool for 3 years, Luis Garcia. It's quite funny when you consider how much of a legend he is at Liverpool. Was only there from 2004 to 2007. Interesting. After he comes, Andre Voronin takes the number 10. Probably not the best player to have taken that number, if I'm honest. So he takes the number 10 in 07. And then in 2009, I think the number 10 is unused. And then 2010, Joe Cole takes it. Joe Cole in that Roy Hodgson era. We all want to forget that, by the way. And then 2012, when he leaves, I'm pretty sure 2013, 14, when he leaves, I'm pretty sure. And again, Coutinho had it, didn't he? Coutinho had it, 2014, 2013, 2014. He has it all the way up until he leaves in 2018. And that's when Mane goes from number 19 to number 10. And that is your journey of the number 10 from the 1970s to the present day at Liverpool. Phil Coutinho, yeah, Voronin, shocker. Trust me. Remember when Andre... See, I read all of this out without even checking the comments. 10 for Jay Spearing, says Mohammed. Big up to Jay Spearing coming back to the club, as I mentioned there. Melissa Reddy says Andy Mann, not too sure what that's about. AGT, we want Brennan Johnson from Forest, winger that can play cam as well. The 1-0 derby, the flares going off. He was actually number 19 for that game, not number 10. When we broke the Arsenal, Salah scored many, but sprinted about 80 yards to stop defenders getting across. Unbelievable, mate. That goal was a corner for Arsenal that we headed out. Sadio Mane runs the whole length of the pitch, but Mo Salah, most importantly, gets in front of, I think it was Hector Bellerin, gets in front of him to allow Mane to have a free route to goal. And that partnership between those two guys and Firmino, how can we forget him? But those three, I'm going to say it. Firmino, Mane and Salah is the best three in Premier League history. Easily. It's not even close. Yes, there's been, partnerships that have done really well, but as a three, there's no one that touches it in terms of the 5-year period. You look at 07, 08, you can talk about Tevez, Rooney and Ronaldo, yeah. And that was great for a year or two. But I'm talking about a 5-year prolonged period, Mane, Firmino and Salah. I mean, I'm doing my base face. It's a disgusting face because they've scored around 400 goals between them in around 900 games. It's a joke, absolute joke. Those three, if I could create, oh no, I have. It's called the Kop Fellas hoodies and t-shirts, which you can go and buy now. But we need something to memorize those three. And when Firmino and Salah leaves, it's going to be the worst because that really does mean that the whole era has gone. Yeah, guys, there you go then. Sadio Mane leaves Liverpool, an absolute hero, a legend, a gorgon, an immortalized figure. I've got nothing to say apart from the highest of positive words for Sadio Mane at Liverpool. Unbelievable. And of course, Taki Minamino has left as well. It looks like Connor Bradley has gone on loan to Bolton too. But a big shout out to Minamino for his time at Liverpool, 2.5 years, 3 trophies, top goal scorer in 2 of those trophies as well. So listen, it's a new era at Liverpool. And as one of the comments said earlier, next season as well, next summer is an absolutely monumental transfer window for Liverpool in terms of getting rid of, it probably will be Salah, it probably will be Firmino, and it probably will be the Ox, maybe Keita as well. So there's a lot of work to be done. But let's enjoy this season before we start talking about next season. Trust me, it's going to be an incredible year for the Kop TV as well. So many things in the pipeline for you guys, new studios, new guests. And listen as well, one thing I want to ask you guys, because I know the community that we've built here is so tight. Is there any other people like, the Jameses, the Rubies? Is there any other people who you think I should have on the radar? Hey, a bit of a joke there, but I'm always open to bringing on new faces on the channel. So if there's any other Liverpool fan content creators that you'd like me to bring onto the channel or collaborate with, let me know. I'm an open book. I'm always happy to listen to you guys because you guys are the truth, and you guys have put people like myself on this platform with a voice, and I can't thank you enough for that. I really can't. So if there's anyone else who you think I should be getting on the channel, do let me know. But guys, that's it for today. Sadio Mane completes his Bayern move, and Taki Minamino heads to Monaco to try and see if he can get in that World Cup squad for Japan. But yeah, massive shout out to everyone that's watched from all around the world. It never ceases to astound me, the support that we get from everywhere. But until the next video, take care, all the best, and you'll never walk alone. A massive shout out to the one, the only, Sadio Mane, the number 10, the legend, forever remembered at Liverpool. I love you, Sadio. Take care.
Whoa. Just before you go,
Don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
the voice of football's most famous stand.